Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, like as promised, I'm going to show you how I made this mosaic crochet basket stitch. And I haven't seen this anywhere. I mean, I think somebody else may have figured it out too, but I really haven't seen it anywhere else. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And you could do that in one solid color, which would probably look more like a basket. But I do like the two colors personally, and I also think it's more fun doing it this way. And it may also be easier to get into the rhythm, how and where to do your overlay stitches. Okay, so we start off, we just make a small one, and we start off with just a round base. And oh, hang on, we do a sling. Okay, there we are. And I do 12 double crochet in my sling, and I will come back when I've done that. Okay, here we are, and we do the sling so that we can basically pull it close at the end. And then the next row we'll be doing 24. So you basically go twice into each. Okay, I will come back when I've done that. Okay, so here we have our 24, and for the next rows you basically do every second stitch twice and gain more. We want to make sure it stays flat, and in a little while I'm going to show you a trick how else you can determine, if you have to gain one to keep it flat. Okay, so this is the end of the third row, and there are other tutorials how to do a flat round piece. I'm just gonna try to get one going relatively quick, and it's not my most prettiest, just to show you how to get the basket part started. So here's my little trick if you forgot to count or whatnot, and you look at it and you see that your last double crochet is kind of like off in an angle. It should be at 90 degree, right? 90 degree, and this is off, and that's a sign for us that we have to gain one. So put one in there, and voila, we're off in a 90 degree again. So this is a little cheater trick you can use. Anyways, now we'll only do maybe one more row after that, and then call it the basket's big enough and come back then. Okay, I decided this is big enough for my small basket, and now the next row will be all single crochets. And we're doing one solid one, so going as usual. So we're starting our waltz, but I want to do one single crochets full through the loop before we start working with only the back one or the outer one, in order to get set up for our overlay crochet or mosaic crochet. So we started our waltz, and now we are off to only go into the outer loop, because we have to create, actually it's gonna be our inner loop, because this is how the basket will be, and we need to create our attachment points for the overlay. That would be this row there. This is where we will overlay crochet into when we get to it. Okay, and I will start my second color here. And I let the other color, the second, so my first color, run along. And again, we're going into the one that's furthest away. So this pattern is pretty simple. You need an equal number of stitches, and then you just do, so 6 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we are. We want to go into this one, and 7 and 8 gonna be overlay crochets in order to get our pattern started. Okay, and then 6 singles again. That cotton yarn is not easy to work with, but as you can see, my other basket was really fuzzy and it's definitely less sneezing with this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6, and again we're going into this one with our 2 double crochets, overlay. Okay, and that worked almost perfectly all the way around. If you're off by 1 count, just kind of like make it smaller or bigger to make it fit. So now we go in between, which means we're doing 1, 2, and then we do our 2 overlays here. And here we are back to our 6. So you see the beginning of the pattern. We'll come back to my finished basket, and I will go quickly over the pattern so you know exactly what to do. So as soon as you start your side walls of your basket, you have 1 row of single crochets, and remember to crochet into the in this case the inner part of that last stitch loop, and then a second one, and then so you end up with our little row of loops which we need to attach our cross or our overlay crochet, mosaic crochet stitch. And then you start in with your offsetting color, and I would stay with offsetting colors because that brings out the pattern the best. And after that you go back with 1 row of your base color, and remember you drop down in between your overlay stitches from the offsetting color, And after that you have to put one more row in of just single crochets, and remember to stitch the inside of your loops up there, so you end up with this row. And then the pattern repeats with your offsetting color, one row of the base color with the down drop, and then one of single crochets. Yeah, that's basically it. And your count is, like I said, when you start, you do in 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 2 down makes you 8, and then it repeats again. So I hope you're having fun doing this. I love it. Thanks for watching. Bye.